The Democratic Alliance says they will be looking closely at supply chain management operations within their newly won UMngeni Local Municipality. The party was briefing the media today about their candidates for top positions within the municipality, the first DA-run municipality in KwaZulu-Natal. Now, for the latest on this, I'm joined now by Karinda Jagmohan. Karinda, a very good afternoon to you. This really must be a lap of victory for the Democratic Alliance. They are making history, really being the first DA, run municipality in KwaZulu-Natal. What was the crux of their briefing today?
Indeed. Well, the main reason for their briefing was to introduce to the media their new deputy mayor that they would elect to assume that position in the UMngeni Local Municipality, and then as well as just to touch on what they would be looking out for as they assume their offices to take over for the next 5 years. What I found very interesting is that their new deputy mayor-elect is a 26-year-old man hailing from the UMngeni Local Municipality. He has been a councillor for 3 years, and he joins me now, Sandile Mnikati. Mr. Mnikati, thank you for speaking to us. You are very young to be a deputy mayor. Congratulations on your position. I'm sure it's one of the first we are seeing in South Africa. So let me quickly ask you this. A young man hailing from the Midlands of KwaZulu-Natal, what message do you have for youth in that region to ensure that you're looking after their needs, including employment?
Sure. So I think the first thing that we're going to do, Karinda, is we're going to set up a database of all the unemployed youth. We're going to work closely with all businesses there, and then we're going to find where there happens to be vacancies. We're going to try and match them to whatever qualifications or skills that they have, and then we're going to alert the various businesses that have put out those vacancies. But also we're going to help small businesses. We've seen a lot of small business enterprises that the youth have tried to start up and set up. So we're going to make the issuing out of business licenses much easier than it is currently, and ensure that we cut out the red tape that makes it so difficult to start up a business, but also give the necessary support. So we're going to ensure that the LED is functioning. It hasn't been functioning for the past 5 or so years. We can't say what project they started, what project they have assisted. So we're going to take that seriously, and we're going to take entrepreneurship, especially in the township areas, very, very seriously. Car washes is great, but that's not the end of it. Young people out there have extraordinary business ideas that we would like to support, and ensure that they are part of the local economy. Yeah.
What is interesting is you've been a councillor in Ward 3 for 3 years, you said, and it was an ANC-run ward. What do you think has now swapped the voters' choice? And as a councillor there, what are some of the major issues you found you're going to change now?
So I think the first thing is that we established ourselves in that community. So we walked with that community. Whatever issue they had, they know they can point to the DA and say, when we were going through, when informal settlement burnt down, for example, the first people that were there, the first people that were on the ground was myself and the Democratic Alliance. So those type of things really started to resonate with the particular community. During COVID-19, we partnered up with various NGOs in the area where the ANC and other political parties were nowhere to be seen. We started up those initiatives. We ensured that we distributed food in a fair and transparent manner. And I think that type of thing is the type of thing that swayed them away from the ANC towards the DA. So everything that we have done in the particular community has always been transparent. It's always been fair. And yeah, just as I said, just walking with that community. I think the first major challenge that we face is the issue of extending informal settlement. Myself and Chris were there the other day, and we know for a fact that the amount of water that they're receiving is not enough. So we've started engagements with UMngeni Local District Municipality to see if we can't get a more frequent water tanker coming up to visit that particular community. We also understand that there's a desperate need for housing. And so we're going to engage with our Human Settlements Department to try to figure out some form of census to see who's there, how long they've been there, and how we can accommodate them temporarily whilst we try find a place for them to live in the long term.
Mr. Mnikati, are you concerned? You're very young. Your mayor-elect as well, Christopher Papa's young, 31 years old. You're 26. Are you concerned that your age might stand in the way of you engaging with, especially leaders in UMngeni Local District Municipality that are much older? This is really the first for KZN. We're seeing young men take over.
Yeah, sure. I think I think that's a fair comment, but also equally, we've been in the political game for quite a while. We've already engaged with various leaders. Myself as a PR councillor have had numerous engagements with UMngeni Local District Municipality. Chris Papas comes in as a member of the provincial legislature. So I think that, yes, the age might be an issue, but not necessarily, because we have experience in local government. He was also a councillor, I've been a councillor. I think combined with that, we will still get the same type of respect as we received in the past. So I do not foresee that being a huge challenge.
Finally, and perhaps this is the last time I'll be able to ask you this, on a lighter note, 26 years old, any message to youth, because you've reached a leadership position at a young age? How can others look to you, look up to you? What did you do to get here?
Sure, I think that's just, once you occupy spaces, make them count. So I was given an opportunity at a very young age to become a PR councillor for UMngeni Municipality. I went in there with the idea of making it count and making sure that when next time an opportunity for a young person comes up, they can't say, that guy, we gave a young guy an opportunity and he didn't really use it. So yeah, just make it count, and the people that are in positions already pave the way for other young people to come through. Don't occupy positions for the sake of occupying them. We have to do work, we have to change people's lives, and yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Thank you very much for chatting to us, Mr. Sandile Mnikati. He is the new Deputy Mayor-elect for the UMngeni Municipality, a first-time win for the DA. We've just heard from their Mayor-elect, Christopher Pappas, about issues they'll be looking at, specifically corruption. He also did mention looking closely at the supply chain management of the municipality. Corruption, poor service delivery has riddled that municipality for years. These are allegations we've seen in the media, with even the ANC party itself in 2020 protesting at the municipality about issues of maladministration and alleged financial corruption. The DA here says they'll be ready to look into this and take over things, but also at the start of this, a light message from their new Deputy Mayor-elect, a 26-year-old Midlands man, just giving some hope to young people about regaining positions of authority and taking up chances and making changes where they can. Back to you, Tom.
Very interesting, Karinda, the issue that you brought up of age, because we know that one of the problems that South Africa is experiencing is the lack of participation as far as young people are concerned in politics. So with the mayor-elect as well as the deputy mayor there, UMngeni, being young people, that certainly will be a municipality to watch in the years ahead to see exactly what it is that young people can do.
Indeed, another reason to watch this municipality closely is because this is a local municipality working with other municipalities underneath the district municipality that is UMngeni Local. It is relatively ANC run, but issues regarding UMngeni Local is its administration, or rather allegations of maladministration there, wherein there's issues with payments of utilities to national departments, national platforms by this district municipality. I did ask the mayor-elect, Christopher Pappas, when we were sitting here about how they're going to do this. He said they have received calls from COCTA, wherein they've been assured that despite political affiliations, the parties will be working together to bring service delivery to the ground. But as you mentioned, it's going to be interesting to watch how these relatively young newcomers in this particular political sphere regarding mayoral positions in UMngeni, a newly won municipality for the DA, how it's going to work out for them, and whether or not they'll be able to really look into and grab the attention of residents on the ground, whether in fact they'll be able to make the changes that have set out to make. We hear that they already have a 100-day plan